wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello, and welcome, Midlifers. We're your hosts, Fonz
And Mez.
and this is your weekly podcast where it's not self-help, but more help yourself to a smorgasbord of nostalgia, laughter, and a deep dive into the past.
Fonz, you almost sang that actually.
Oh, okay. Oops.
This week, in Then and Now, we're looking at game shows of yesteryear comparing to today. We're ranting or raving. A topical one, Christmas decorations. How early is too early? And who did it better battle? INXS versus Oasis.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on.
Fonz.
Yes.
Growing up in the 80s, I feel like game shows were a big thing.
They were.
Yeah.
And they were quite a formal thing.
They were formal. Actually, I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. So the ones that came to mind for the then of the game shows, the first one, which I think we've brought up in the past, Sale of the Century.
Yeah.
I think brown.
Tony Barber.
Tony Barber, brown and grey and dull. That's what I feel like.
I just...
But 80s were brown anyway.
Yeah, Mission Brown. You've got Mission
Yes.
Brown on you. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts on Sale of the Century, I did get that it was boring, but because I love game shows and I love general knowledge and trivia, so I actually did like it as a kid. And
Oh, God.
Yes, but I'll get frustrated that I wouldn't be able to answer any of the questions because they were hard. Another one growing up, Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
With
Come in, spinner.
Baby
John Burgess.
John Burgess. You know what I always loved about that is at the time, it's changed now, the winners for each round, they'd go shopping and they'd get to pick the
They
items.
go into the showroom or something?
Yes, they open the showroom and then
Yes.
see the items and then they go, that,
Yes,
And
I
then they'll
forgot
always have
about
like $20 left over and then they'll throw in a pair of socks or something. I thought,
It's like going to Aldi.
it's like Aldi special buys. But Jesus, how much I'd want to spin that freaking wheel.
Oh,
Yes.
you want that tactile wheel
Yes, like
spinning.
come on, spin it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I see. For me, Wheel of Fortune wasn't quite nostalgic for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I wasn't marketed for game shows.
Okay.
I'm not a
You're not a game show person.
Back then I wasn't. Now, because I'm so competitive,
Okay.
I will try and beat my son. Because yeah, well, I'll go into it a bit later because it's about now with watching it with my son. But back then, like if I saw Sale of a Century, boring. Wheel of Fortune,
Wasn't your
boring.
thing?
No.
See, I love, because that's a word game and I love word games.
Oh,
So I think it's the trivia buff in me.
Yeah.
But you're more the competitive.
yeah, I'm
side.
competitive.
Ah.
But also,
Yes.
can I say what game show I did like?
Yeah.
Supermarket Sweep.
With Ian Turpie?
Was it Ian
Ian
Turpie?
Turpie,
Ian
yes.
Turpie.
Where they'd have the-
Turpie.
They'd have the, yes, they'd
Not
have the
whammy.
trolleys.
Yes. Sorry, you just brought Ian Turpie and he had another game show where they said, not the whammy, not the whammy, not the whammy.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one is.
Press your luck.
Oh my gosh.
Not the whammy, not the whammy.
That's just unlocked core memory from 30 years ago.
And I have the board and it goes around, the lights go around to chase the whammy.
Yes, something like that.
I enjoyed that.
Yes.
I was more for the props and the lights.
Yes.
And I didn't care about other people's victories.
Yeah, you don't really care who won. But Supermarket Sweep, because remember sometimes they'd have to get like a giant banana or something like that. Yeah.
I just remember like toilet paper for some reason.
And nappies. They would always
Yes,
go for this
the
big pack of nappies. I wish they brought that back because that
I
would
hope
be
they
fun,
do.
especially now things are so expensive.
Yeah,
So I always used to think
we'd enter it.
Yeah.
Get Miguel. He would be a good host for it.
Here's one. Wonder whether you like The Price is Right.
I put The Price is Right.
Yeah.
I did enjoy The Price is
Yeah.
Right, but I liked it when Larry Emder was the
yes.
host because I think I was that little bit older. That was the 90s then.
Yep.
And that's kind of where like, I loved the little yodeling
Yeah,
Swiss
like,
man.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
drops off and
See, I feel like now because we do grocery shopping, we'd freaking kill it. So we know the prices of things.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That'd be great. Yeah.
So yes, for me it was stuff like that.
Yep. So not trivia, but more just random shit.
Random stuff, yeah. It was like more visual,
Yeah.
and more tactile, and that would grab me.
Yeah.
But then, if I can divert just a little bit, one game show that I liked, which was marketed at children, was Video. So that was on Channel 2,
Yeah.
and it was all about music.
Music, yes.
It was about video clips, making music, and
Yes,
I would have bloody killed it
gosh.
on that back
Yes.
then. But obviously, I just watched it. So yeah, game shows marketed at children.
Because I don't know if it's called it was a game show, but Amazing. You remember Amazing?
Yes, yeah.
Is that would you consider that a game show or is it just a show?
Amazing. No, because I asked questions.
I did. And at the end, they won prizes. So I'd say it's a game show.
And come on, Mez.
what?
Physical challenge, double dare. Because I'd ask questions. So these were the ones that we
Yes.
would have watched
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
They asked questions. You either chose physical challenge or do the obstacle course.
Yeah.
And you win prizes at the end.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. And I think
Slime.
that slime, yes, because I actually had the double dare board game,
I remember.
but there's no slime, so it wasn't as fun. But they did have little
because I remember
challenges.
playing at your birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is like
Long
in the
ago.
90s, far out.
Oh,
Hopefully
Mez, it's a knockout. That's the name of the game.
Yes, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I don't know, they're in this big, huge.
Yes.
And they would have to carry the water pails, and it's like Victoria versus South Australia.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they had a big pool.
Yes, yeah. Because that
So
was
she
a
was
big
part of
family
our-
show.
Yes.
We all watched it and a lot of fun. So, yeah, I do like those physical, silly shows.
Yeah.
And going to the now, there's the one thing that the cancelled Ellen started doing well, and she did it someone on her show where she'll do the practical physical trivia with people. Like there's had one where they dropped through the floor.
Oh,
I think she
yes.
actually in America, they didn't show in Australia. She had a weekly show where they'll do things like with slime and what have you.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it for adults?
Yes, for adults.
Oh,
See, if they'd
we
put
need
that
someone to
here,
do that here.
I'd be into it.
Well, wasn't that like Big Brother up late? I mean, if only the contestants could compete. It was, remember,
the
it was on a
recent
Friday
one?
night. Yeah, it was like a couple of years ago, and it was like it's a knockout. They
Yeah.
modeled but the Big Brother contestants could only compete.
Nah.
But it was nothing like it's a knockout.
Yeah.
It's a knockout.
See, if they brought, come on, it's a knockout. Anything like that where
Yeah.
adults have got to do obstacle courses and
And compete against each
Yes.
other. It was so fun.
why don't they do it?
And it wasn't aimed at athletes as well.
No,
it was just
it's
like the
everyday-
everyday people.
Yep.
That's fun.
It is fun. What else have you got for the
I've
now?
got well, this is a bit obscure.
Yeah.
But we watch 8 out of 10 cats.
Yes,
Yes. How funny is
I
it?
love it because
I love
again,
it too.
the word I do the word ones because I love that stuff, and Rob does the numbers. He'll be like, "Oh, I've got this." I'm like, "I've got no idea."
I try to do the numbers.
My brain can't comprehend.
Like when they do the number, or they do the before the ad break.
Yes.
The scramble. You have to unscramble it. And I always get a pen and paper.
I do.
I'm like, I really want to try.
The lady that does the numbers,
Yes.
sexy and so
She's
clever.
beauty and brains.
She is. She's amazing.
Yeah,
But
she's.
the thing I find annoying about it is, like while they give you 30 seconds to try to figure out the puzzle, they're doing all this stuff. I'm like, you're distracting me. I'm trying to work it out.
Yes. I think that's the aim.
Yeah, okay, true.
But yes, I'm glad that you like that. But also on that same channel, Jeopardy. They
Jeopardy.
play Jeopardy.
Yes.
Now my son, he used to love Jeopardy. We used to watch it all together.
Okay.
I would kill it. Like
Yeah.
I would answer those questions. But what about Mez, deal or no deal?
I was just pointing at that on my list. Deal or no deal? Which is, I actually went on as not a contestant, but to do the briefcases, my husband and I. Yeah. Because I think they record 5 shows in one. So the first one we just sat through in the audience and then, they catch the crowd and you say,
Yeah,
my husband's doing this. And then
He's sticking his middle fingers
sticking
up.
his middle finger up. Sorry, I should explain that. But they also say, come on, when they do the crowd shots, it's going to be excited. So he's like a puppy dog because, you got to entertain yourself there for 5 shows. But luckily in the second show, we actually got picked to be holding the briefcase. We didn't pick the right one, but so that was interesting.
So were you on TV and had to
I
guess?
was on TV, yeah. There's a new one as well on Channel 9 called Tipping Point. Have you ever seen that?
Oh my! We watched the British one, the UK
yes.
one.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it too. And I feel like that one's good because the questions are quite easy. They're not too difficult.
really
Everyone can
easy.
get them. And just want to have that.
Because it's that matter of trivia and guessing and luck.
And a bit of luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I love game shows and especially like ones, I know with the Jeopardy issue with you and your son, might not be right, but ones where everyone can sort of watch together.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fun. I'd love to be on it and be a contestant. A deal or no deal, perhaps.
Deal or no deal. We put in an application. Choose us.
Choose us, please. But yeah, would you have the nerve to, obviously the whole point of deal or no deal is to try to hold out as long as possible.
Yeah.
Otherwise they don't have a show. Would you have the nerve to open that one more briefcase?
Oh, good question. Probably, because it's all about risk, isn't it?
It is.
Like my thought is I've come here with nothing. If
yeah.
I leave with nothing, it's okay. But then it's like I reckon in retrospect there could be some kick me moments.
Well, I think because my husband actually knew someone who was on it. I can't remember what amount he got up to, but he walked away with $1. So I think the thing you take away from that is his friends have ammunition on him for life.
Yes, that's all right. Rant, rave. Rant or rave. Yeah. What's that? Do you hear that? Is the sleigh bells ringing? Oh, no, it's too early, Mez.
Can sleigh bells.
But today we are ranting or raving premature Christmas decorations. Now, I noticed this from, I'll say 3 or 4 weeks ago. I went to Big W.
Around what date? So for people that...
September.
Okay.
It was mid-September. And they were stocking the shelves of Christmas decorations. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna look because I love Christmas.
Yeah.
And I went in and I had a look. I started filling up the basket with
They got
earrings.
you. They got
me.
you.
And this older lady, I should say, walks past. She goes, "Christmas decorations already." I go,
Was that me?
no, it wasn't you. It was an elderly lady with a bit of gumption in her. And she said that to me. I go, I promised myself I wouldn't look, but I'm looking. And she just walked off of me. I'm like, I think she was just in shock about the decorations. And here I'm in the middle of the aisle going, oh, look at the tinsel. I was really embarrassed.
Sucker. Sorry.
Such a big sucker.
Yeah.
Such a huge sucker. But yeah, they were filling up the shelves, and then a week later I noticed Kmart, and then it was only last week, which was the beginning of October, Bunnings had a few items in their shelves. So everyone's
It's
like
definitely
Big
earlier.
W, it was like Big W led the way, and everyone's trying to
coming
follow through.
Yeah, because I found that before it wasn't until after the Halloween stuff they got rid of.
Yes.
Then they'd bring in the Christmas
Yeah,
stuff.
but this is the earliest I have ever seen it,
I
and
agree.
things are flying off the shelves. Like there are things that are already sold out.
Jeez. We're
Yeah.
all suckers. We're all suckers then.
But then hang on. Are we suckers or are we organised people?
I suppose this also goes into because I love Christmas as well. I love Christmas.
I know you do.
But I don't buy decorations each year. I'll tell you what I buy each year because I've got my Christmas decorations. I've had my Christmas tree for almost 15 years now. My decorations, I did upgrade them maybe 2 years ago. That'll do me for the next 5 years.
Not me.
Oh, so do you buy refresh each year?
Not refresh each year. I add to it. So I've got 2 Christmas
How heavy
trees
is your
now.
Christmas tree? Okay. Imagine this huge Christmas tree
And
that's
it's
overlit.
themed. No.
Okay.
So my Christmas tree, which I've built up since my son was born, that's a lolly and sweet treat theme.
Okay.
So I've got cannoli in there. I've got lollies. I've got gingerbread men and things I've collected to make it themed.
Yeah.
And then we finished our renovations this year. We've got another lounge room. So I'm like, I want another Christmas tree. So that theme is going to be pink with leopard print and jewels.
Oh, okay.
Very bougie.
Yeah, yeah.
And so having them now, I'm like, oh, I'm able to now plan my theme. This is what I've noticed now. People are very themed with their Christmas trees.
I'm not. I'm just throw it all on. My theme is Christmas. Christmas is the theme.
Christmas should be the theme.
So I just throw it all on. The only thing I'll buy each year is I might buy the kids like a Christmas T-shirt because obviously they've grown out of their
Yes.
or pajamas. The rest I don't need. I've already got them. They're in my shed.
You have enough.
I have enough. I don't need any more. So if I'm thinking like ranting or raving, I sort of like think about Christmas is pretty. So if people actually want to put their Christmas decorations up early, I love it because it's beautiful.
That's
It's very
nice.
pretty and it's exciting. But then I think if you start doing it too early,
Yeah.
it takes away the excitement and the magic.
I reckon
think.
it's got to be 1st of December. You got to put your tree up.
Yeah, I think
Anything
so.
before then, I mean, you got Halloween.
I reckon you've got a week's lead time.
Yeah.
I reckon you can do probably last week of November or whatever.
Yeah.
But not before Halloween.
Not before Halloween. No way. But I think there's got to be some boundaries.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to leave them up all year round. And also, so I feel like if you do it put up too early, it loses its magic a bit. But the thing about having the shops having it out stocked up early is my anxiety starts to peak. I start to think,
put anxiety.
Yeah, because I start to think, I've got to start worrying about what am I going to get the kids for Christmas. What's Santa going to get? What am I doing for Christmas this year? And it's like, it's a hectic time of year anyway. And it just, I feel like no matter what time they put it out, it's going to trigger something in me to say, you better start getting your shit together.
Yeah, because I thought the exact same thing. It's like, is it making me look too far into the future for planning? That's got its good perks, but then it's like shivers. Where am I going to put everything?
The stocking of the Christmas decorations is mine.
Obviously the big players in the market, like Kmart, blah, 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 they're doing it because they know money.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's like, is this too much too soon?
Is it? Before we get to our conclusion, our answers to this, my question to you is, when do you put away the Christmas decorations?
I try, second week of January, because in Italian culture, La Befana comes in the first week of January.
Oh, really?
And so Italians don't put away their decorations until La Befana comes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the second week. So I'm sort of around the second week of January too.
Yeah.
Because we're on Christmas holidays. Obviously, I don't want it just after New Year's because you still want to soak it up.
Yeah.
Even though the magic's gone, it's like, and you put all that effort in
I know.
to put it up.
For 4 weeks.
Yes.
Effort for 4 weeks. Sometimes you got to milk that effort a bit and make it 6 weeks.
Yes. Yeah. So usually around the second week, we're still on holidays. It's about time to put it away.
Yeah.
In regards to decorating, do you do it?
I
do
do
the kids help?
Kids don't let help.
Out of here, kids. Do they want to help?
Yes.
Okay. But you won't let them.
I'm considering getting another Christmas tree that's little for them just to use because I'm very particular.
You know what our friend Erin, her tip was?
What?
She would get them to decorate the bottom part of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Good. You go away. She'd turn the Christmas tree around. Yep.
That's a good idea.
It is. And then do it sort of halfway so they can see a little bit of the decorations if they're wonder where they are. But let's face it away from the public viewing.
Yeah. Oh, great idea. I will use that because I don't want them wrecking my decor and my themes. Dreading them, Joy. Although it's lovely because my nostalgia is thinking back to doing the Christmas decoration. Like I remember the smell.
Yes.
And
but the smell of the real tree, not the plastic tree.
That was a plastic tree.
Oh,
I remember the smell of the plastic.
I see the smell of the real Christmas tree. The plastic tree.
Opening up the box, whoosh, the smell of plastic comes in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I remember the baubles because the baubles, I was smelling the baubles. But there was a smell. And I remember it. I remember it lovingly.
Yeah.
And I used to love Christmas time, but none of us helped Mum pack it away.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That shows for us, isn't it? No one wants to join in that.
No, I make my kids help me put it away too. Yeah, they don't look forward to it. They're eager to help, set it up and not put it away.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like when you come across the old Christmas ornaments from growing up, and it brings up back and the smell of the plastic, it does bring back this nostalgia, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So.
Okay, early premature Christmas decorations. I am going to, as the Pinterest and lover of following Christmas on Instagram, I'm going to rave it so I can be organised.
I appreciate your raving it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to rant it. I think it's too early, too much. There's just too much. There's only so many Christmas decorations you need, and there's only so long you need to have them out. I've been saying that I love Christmas, so you do you.
Who did it better battle? Ding, ding.
Here's the thing.
Who did it better, Mez? We are putting a challenge out to INXS versus Oasis. So topical because Oasis have a reunion tour and they're coming to Australia next year.
Yes, it's just announced.
Yes, I put myself on the ballot. You have to go on the ballot. So you have to apply for the ballot to go into the pre-sale.
Oh, wow.
So I did it last night.
Okay.
Right? So in the application, they ask you questions.
Oh, wow.
What was your date of birth?
Okay.
Have you ever seen Oasis before? what song was in the Hottest 100, Triple J's Hottest 100, and I think there's another one. And I answered them all correct. So I'm now in the running to go into the ballot for the pre-sale. The running for the ballot.
You're in the
We're not actually in yet. Because I think what happened in England, there was like they're only doing one show and so many people did not get tickets.
Okay. So
what's with the stress? I'm sorry, but what's with the stress of tickets? Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. I wasted 8 hours of my life on that.
I pulled out.
I got nothing.
Why? Why are we putting ourselves through this stress?
That's why I miss the good old days of when you just line up and the diehards would line up an hour the night before.
From 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning, the news would come out.
Yes, because that way the people that actually really wanted it and were genuine diehard fans would get in. So I get the point of having the questions. I actually kind of like that because it weeds out the people who couldn't be asked and just wanted to go.
Or even scalpers.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but we'll dial it back. So, okay. INXS Mez, an Australian band led by Michael Hutchence, won 6 ARIA awards.
Okay.
Won 3 Best Group in 1987, 1989 and 1992.
Yep.
So good. And they were awarded into the ARIA Hall of Fame in 2001.
Those ARIA awards are so pointy.
I
feel like they're very
pointy.
dangerous.
You have to have them up high.
Walking at this jab someone with that. I feel like with INXS, because they were their biggest when they were at their peak, we were very young. So I feel like I sort of missed the big I remember hearing about them. I didn't know much about the music at the time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I think the late 90s or early 2000s they released a CD, Best of INXS. And I listened to it and think, oh my God, these songs are fantastic.
Yep.
And then I started, I think there was a little mini-series about INXS and Michael Hutchence.
Yes.
And the background stories, and that was even more. And then seeing footage of him at like Michael, I didn't realize how great the songs were and how hot and charismatic Michael Hutchence was. Oh my God.
He was a true sex symbol.
He was.
And he had it.
Yes.
He had it.
So I feel like that, and obviously the great songs. So I was looking at the 1987 Kick album, which had Need You Tonight, Never Tear Us Apart, New Sensation, and 1990 Suicide Blonde, By My Side.
Oh, wow.
And Mystify. So I had all those great songs. And I feel like those songs, they're still fantastic to this day.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yes.
They've really transcended through time.
Yes.
And my question is, because we grew up with just them in the background, because my parents would play it in the car on drives or they'd be played on the radio. We took it kind of for granted and didn't think much of how big they were because we were so young.
Yeah.
And we did miss, I think we missed the big thing.
Missed their heyday. Because, so just on that, because I don't know if it's the mini-series that they produced on him, I think they went to the real life footage as well. So they showed them at Wembley Stadium when they were at the heyday, and it's the concert with Michael Hutchence with the black and white pants.
Yes.
And the stadium was huge, and they were like they claimed the biggest band in the world at that time. And for an Australian band, it's just huge.
So you saying that, I can understand why the Farris brothers and all the other members are trying to chase that again, but for me, I just think it's not.
No, not the same without him.
Yeah, he made INXS, and I feel sorry because they are esteemed musicians. But remember they had INXS. The other members had a reality show.
To cast a new lead singer,
the Canadian singer JD Fortune.
That's right.
And then
they actually released a song which I actually kind of liked.
Really?
Yes, because it's actually a bit of a tribute to Michael Hutchence, but I don't remember it. I remember at the time thinking I liked it. One famous quote I like from Michael Hutchence, because obviously he dated Kylie Minogue. He was going out with Jason Donovan, and Jason Donovan introduced them at a party.
Oh, the scandal.
And he said his favourite hobby is corrupting Kylie. I'm like, yeah.
Well, she grew.
Yes, yeah. He probably made her into a sex symbol, but it was all just hot.
Because you remember when they were dating and she'd always be like the princess, and she came out in this noughts and crosses
dress
with sequins and short hair.
Yes.
And that was like, oh.
Yes, her. Yeah.
Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
That was hot.
But then you look at Oasis and I mean, they had For some reason, I think of Kate Moss with Oasis. But anyway.
I know it was one of the All Saints girls. Nicole Appleton or something?
Never, ever have ever felt so low. Yeah, so look, going to Oasis, they are the bad boys.
Yeah.
Basically the bad boys because the two brothers have a beef with each other.
Two brothers punching on.
Like, calm down. God, I just wonder if their mum just rolls their eyes or she just lets them go.
Oh, she'll let him go.
It's like,
Yeah, just go for
I've
it.
been putting up with this my whole life. Just punch each other out. But they're British from Manchester and they were considered Britain's most successful band from 1995 to 2005.
There you go. So when I think of Oasis songs, these are the four that I know. So Wonderwall, obviously. Don't Look Back in Anger. Champagne Supernova. It's actually that. That's all I know.
No, don't look
What
back
else?
in. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by.
Yeah, you're right. They were like in a phase of changing.
Well, they were considering themselves and now looking back at their songs like the new Beatles because the Beatles were heavily used as an influence in their songs.
Yes, yeah.
And
their look. They had the Beatles haircuts.
foppish. They were the best looking band.
That's what I was saying. They did not have the sex appeal of Michael
But
Hutchins.
they didn't have the physical sex appeal, but I think people were attracted to their riz.
Yeah. They're not giving a shit. That
they
type
didn't
of thing.
care, and they still don't care.
Yeah.
And just seriously, if I get tickets to Oasis, I hope they don't split up before next year.
I would think.
I hope that's in the contract, Mez. If the brothers fight, we get a refund.
Yeah. You'll get a refund. But I feel like they'll be at a certain age, like, they're older now. Surely they've gotten over the beef and can just perform.
I hope so.
I reckon they'll be all right.
Sorry, just sort of another song. All your dreams are made when you're living on the edge of I probably got this wrong. Of a razor blade.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that one.
Another afternoon. What's that song? You might as well. What's the story? Morning glory. Far out. I really went on a tangent then. Oh,
Can I tell you a moment where these two bands crossed paths?
please.
So in 1996, Oasis won, I don't know what award it was. Is it the British Music Awards? And Michael Hutchins actually presented them the award. And I think it was Noel Gallagher said, as he has accepted the award, shouldn't be presenting this award. And just see Michael Hutchins sort of like, and
Being gracious.
yeah, being gracious. And that's where their sort of feud began.
To say that publicly.
Yes. And it was right there.
There's no humbleness in that.
Nah, but I think that was their whole shtick.
You know what? I like Oasis. I love their music, but the attitude stinks. And I'm sorry, if I'd had two sons that were acting like that, they'll go in the naughty corner. One that way, one that way. Because that was, even for like saying that to Michael Hutchins, that's so disrespectful to your elders.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm sorry, but it was.
I feel like you can only start saying that phrase to your elders, respect your elders, once you get to a certain point in life. And we're there. We're there now.
There. Respect your elders. Anyway, who did it better?
Well, I was...
Oh, you got more?
No. I was thinking, when I'm thinking of the winner, because I do know more INXS songs than Oasis. They're an Aussie band, and I love them. I would think if INXS was still going around and Michael Hutchins hasn't passed away and they did a reunion tour and Oasis doing a reunion tour, I'll go to INXS. I'll do their ballot. Oasis, I'm not doing it. I don't really care about them coming. So for me, INXS is the winner.
I would have to say INXS did do it better. And it is because I think Michael Hutchins passed away that we sorry.
No. I get you.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
But I would have to say INXS did it better, although I'm really wanting to see Oasis next year. But INXS, hands down. Their attitude, sexiness, their music, their talent, and Aussies.
And Aussie. Yeah, I think
that's brought it home.
Yes. Well done, INXS.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it for today. We hope everyone's enjoyed the show.
Yes, and so come to our socials if you've bought your Christmas decorations or you love a game show or you think INXS did it better than Oasis or vice versa. come give us a follow and a DM and a like and all that jazz.
And we hope to see you next week.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.